May profits be upon you. I'm looking at Aussie US dollar, and I like this. I like this structure here. But we need to wait because it's cooking right now. What the deal is I like to see. Hold on, let me move a little closer. Excuse me. I like to see what's going on here. Look at the daily, right? I think the price action is pretty clear. You know, we see lows being taken out, high, low, right? All right, we pull back. That's cool. We come back for a double bottom and then take out that high. Exactly what just happened here. We take out this high and then we take out the liquidity at the lows, right? Notice that pullback here, right? This is an internal pullback. We double high it, right? The pullback doesn't come all the way down. The push down doesn't come all the way down. The pullback comes up and makes everybody think, hey, hey, we're going back up because this was a higher low. No, you come back, sweep the low. Okay, so that's cool. Now look at this. Look at the latest pattern here. The candlestick pattern. Boom, boom. I like this bump here. I love that bump there. Every time I see that these highs get taken up, I know we're in a very nice correction. All right, this is the correction. Right after this push down, this is the correction. Where are we at? This is right around the 50%, and we're just getting ready to get above it. Right into. Sorry, I wish these things were mentally controlled. Right into this supply. And this is what price is responding to right now. All right, it hit that higher level of supply on the daily, and we wick down. That's interesting. We didn't break and close down though. We didn't break and close down, so it's not just ready yet. But let's take a closer look at this. All right, we have. I just want you to note that we have a daily zone of supply. Price respected that zone, got to the midpoint of it. All right, push down, pull back. All right, which is the nature of this this market. We like to see that pullback before the break of the structure. All right, we like to see that pullback, that internal high being made, and then a push down. So we may see a break of that high. Watch this. This is why I like this one. Because as on the 4 hour, you see it's come up and respected this 4 hour supply, which we can refine to this area here. Right? We can refine that to this area here. This is validated over here, right? So price forms another supply, leaving an imbalance behind. All right, sweeping the liquidity here. This is the way you want to see a valid zone of supply being formed. That sounds so smart when I say stuff like that. Anyway, all right, and what did it do? It broke this internal low here, and that is an internal loss. That was an internal break of structure. All right, call it what it is. All right. And after a break of that structure, all right, with a close and a break, this is demonstrating to me that price wants to go down. But look at this, it got a pull back here and then it breaks. This is what I just was discussing in the higher time frame, right? And it takes out that high, sweeps that high, comes down for another push down, But did we get a break and a close beyond this? Did we get a break and a close beyond this area of demand? No, we got a liquidity grab. Price is pushing up. I suspect that this high, let me blow it up for you. This high here is weak. All right, this is weak because it failed to make a new low. All right, so what happens with weak highs? It becomes liquidity, right? So I'm watching the price action inside of this supply. All right, it's not the strongest supply for me, because it didn't break a convincing break to the downside. It didn't give me that break I looked for, and created these equal lows here. So I'm looking at this whole area, liquidity, right? So if price comes up, fills this imbalance, and mitigates the unmitigated zone of supply, which is in this larger zone here, right? The larger zone here, which led to this very nice break of structure. Remember, we are in pullback phase on the higher time frame. So this makes sense to me to come up here, do its thing, mitigate, take those orders, and then come back and take the liquidity sweep for these lows. Now, this area of demand would probably be my first one of my TPs for sure. All right, because there's potential here for price, because it takes this high. There's potential for this to be a stronger low. All right, but let's see how it does here. Let's see how it does here. I'm thinking that this is going to end up weak, but because it's taken out this high here, you know, that makes me think, you know, take some profit here. All right, take some profit here if you get into a sales here. If this sets up, this will be a nice one. Okay, if I can get rid of that. Now I'm going to go to the 15, and I'm going to take a look at this. All right, we have liquidity here, right? And prices already swept this one here. Prices already swept this one here. These two could be on the way to filling the fair value gap between here and there, and we can come up, and this would be a very nice trade. Okay. But if price, we're going to stay flexible. This is at the midpoint of this zone. All right. Remember how important that is. All right. That's where all the good stuff happens, right? If price breaks this internal low here, all right, the price breaks that internal low convincingly and mitigates this zone of demand on the 15-minute. Now we're on the 15-minute time frame. All right. I'm looking for a high probability trade to the downside. Okay. I'm looking for a sweep of these internal lows, and we come down and mitigate that this imbalanced. Is it imbalanced? I'll have to look at it on a higher time frame, but I'm looking for this low to get taken. All right, if this high is respected. All right, if we get a setup like this, that'd be great. All right, we have a nice intraday trade. All right, because there's always opportunities for intraday trades. All right, but if we, in the likelihood that we come up here, I'm looking for that's the same kind of price action to set up, so I can take that a high probability trade from up here. But we'll see. We'll see. This looks pretty strong. So if you know the momentum might take it on up. We'll see what the price action does here. If we get a break of structure, this is going to signal that we can take a sell from this level. What level is this? This 0.69606. All right. Look for, because this is demand here, breaking structure to the upside. This internal structure. All right. So this would represent a 15-minute confirmation, a 15-minute confirmation. If it breaks, comes down, and then pulls back. We need that pullback. This will take it from an OTE level, optimal trade entry. Take it from an OTE level, optimal trade entry. And that would be, hello, what am I doing? All right. All right. Man, I lost my mind. Would you take it from to the bottom of the impulse. If that impulse comes, all right, you take it, you would measure that from top to the bottom. And this is where you want to take your high probability trade between 618 and 705 or 786. All right, put your stop loss above the high. You know, as soon as it come up there, boom. This is not advice. I'm not a financial expert. This is what I'm going to do. All right. So, you know, you can take it or not, take it or leave it, but let it inspire. Let it inspire. And as long as it agrees with your analysis, do your thing. You know what I mean? But don't take this as trade advice. I'm not giving out advice. I'm not giving out signals. That's not what I do. All right. I give my analysis and trade ideas. That's what I do. All right. Maybe you can learn something from it. Anyway, enjoy. Check out the videos I put out for the week, my weekly forecast, and make sure you check out the weekly outlook on the individual currency futures. All right, I'll leave that on the screen, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.